Hey, Tanya. Okay, I think we are live. All right, so Kim, Tanya, one of you guys tell me if you got clear audio. Don't pay the I can't stop. Well, I don't know how right now to stop those automated messages. Hey, Tanya. So you guys let me know if you got clear audio. And I'm going to kind of just get right into it. I just want to say thank y'all for joining me for is this the fourth? This is the fourth Poshcast, meaning I've been consistent. Poshcast every Wednesday this month. I've been super excited about them. Hey, Alicia Queen. Hey, Unique. Nina Khan. Hey, darling. Teresa, hello over here on IG. Tiara, like the crown. Oh, I like that name. You go, girl. H. Johnson, A. Stevens. Hello, come on now. Oh. So a lot of y'all over here on TikTok. Y'all probably was like, who is this crazy lady that making these videos? Well, I'm about to show you tonight. So you just got to stand by. You got to stand by. Okay. So I want to tell you guys, thank you definitely for joining me tonight, broadcasting on almost all of my platforms that I have, right? And we're going to talk about something that I thought it was very interesting, and who else to better talk about it to you guys than me about navigating the ups and downs about the event design industry, the event draping industry, because there has been quite a few ups and downs. Some of them we create ourselves, some of them is beyond our control, right? But really, it's really about structuring your business and structuring things in a way where you got that bounce back. It's like, okay, so it's a lot of things has happened since I started business. I know I'm not by myself. I can't be possibly by myself. But when I look back at the past it's 2023, first started. When I look back at the past 6 years and I see all the ups and downs and hurdles and all arounds, but then I look at where I am at today and I'm just like playing with household projects, it really kind of makes me feel like it's definitely worth it. However, I know everybody is not currently where I'm at today. So a lot of times, I'm gonna tell you guys, a lot of the reasons why I go live, why I do these things is because I know what the heck it feel like. I know exactly what it feel like when you guys are just like, you nothing is really connecting. You kind of feel lost. And it was a young lady reached out to me today and they was just like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, sister, just hold on. I know sometimes it's hard to do that when you have life pulling you in the opposite direction. So I just thought that this was one of the key topics I had to talk about when I'm talking about money. Y'all know I'm gonna talk about money because at the end of the day, if your business ain't generating money, baby, that's a hobby. And we ain't in here to run hobbies, okay? But you really got to be realistic and understand that there are some pitfalls, things do happen. So how are you going to get out of that so you can continue on the path? This gonna continue, this gonna go off. So let me turn this down. So you can continue on that path on your journey to your ultimate destination, whatever that is. Now, your destination may not be my destination. My destination, I know it ain't yours because my destination is based off where I want to go, right? It ain't where I see other people doing. I don't care what they're doing. I know what I enjoy. And I've created this summary of my end game based off the things I like. Y'all gonna have the kitty with me tonight. She right back there. Y'all see her? She right back there. She like chilling back there. So if y'all see her pop out, that's Kitty. We best friends now. She wasn't feeling that way a couple months ago, but now she stay up under me. You can't help it, can you? You can't help it, girl. There, just say it again. Coins is definitely not a hobby. That's my whole point. And I don't want, sometimes I see, we'll say it's not a hobby, but we do some hobby behavior. You can say what you want. I know even at my level, sometimes I do hobby behavior. Say what you want. It's a part of us, right? It's a part of the human component of getting complacent, or giving up, or just like, you know what? I'm just gonna stay right here because this is safe. I know what I got going on. But y'all, I be jumping on these lives and I be bringing all the energy because I know that's what y'all need. I know y'all need to get your wheels going, and I bring the visualization that what life could look like if you just stay in the fight. Just stay in the fight, baby. I'm trying to tell you, because we fighting right now. Keisha say, "Hey, Kitty." Hey, Maureen Queen. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get into it, right? So I definitely want to tell you guys, welcome on all of my platforms. Boom, boom, fist bump, fist bump. And if you guys hear me saying something that is relative, throw me a like. I don't care where y'all at, what platform y'all on. Throw your girl a like. That is the stuff that makes me keep constantly going live. Okay. Or if it's something you hear and drop a comment. Or you got a question, guess what? I answer the questions too. Drop a question, whatever it is, whatever is in your heart. Drop it in the comments. Tonight, guys, this podcast, which was, I still got to come up with a name. I haven't yet, but it's really all about business growth strategies. You guys know everything about me is always about growth. It could be about my hair, baby, I needed to grow. It could be about my nails, I need them to grow. It could be about my coins, I need it to grow. Because I'm not, you put a creative along with a Gemini, I got both of them qualities. I can't stay still. I can't stay stagnant. I'm going to be very unhappy and I'm going to be very bored. So I got to keep moving. And it's not about just moving, but it's also about moving in an upward direction. So everything I talk about is always going to be about growth strategies. It just so happened right now, like the business that's just all I talk about. But we also talk about mindset. We talk about relationships. We talk everything about growing though. So that is what this podcast is all about. In case y'all like, oh, I came on here to see some pipe and Drake. Not tonight. No, you didn't. Not tonight. So it's really about business growth strategies because I think for me, I think it's so many different topics that people don't touch on, or when they touch on it, it's not the real deal, Holyfield. It's like, I'm like, oh my God, I really stayed on this webinar for that. So my stuff is more or less like loud, in your face. And I'm only talking from my experience. I ain't go to Harvard. I ain't got no PhD. I ain't got none of that. I can only tell you from my experience and what has worked for me. And it has a high chance of working for you if you just implement the strategies that I teach. That's it, right? Did you say heart and more hearts? I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Alicia. Hey, Kim. Hey, she say, hey, Posh family. I love you guys. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all family, y'all up. So guys, a lot of you guys on these other platforms may not know me. Y'all probably like, who that loud girl? And a lot of stories I hear is that you guys have husbands and children. Like, oh my God, y'all listen to her again. Tell them yes. Say yes, because she be dropping the gems and bringing all the energy. And I need that in my life right now. So tell them give you a pass. But in case they need to know, I need y'all to tell them that girl name is Precious Stevens of the Posh Academy. And guess what? I believe creatives, designers, entrepreneurs deserve more money, and I help them get it because that is what we deserve at the end of the day. I think sometimes we get caught in that, they don't want to pay. They don't want to pay. I just think I am not the one to buy into that because that hasn't been my experience. The only time I experienced that is when my business was pretty much attracting them. But when I started positioning it better, that wasn't my story. So when I hear that, I'm like, nah. I'm like, girl, here with a mirror. Tell me what you see. All right. Tell me what you see before you start pointing the finger. What do you have going on in your wheelhouse that can use some strengthening, that can use some enhancing, that whatever it is, right? It's always, I am the one that's always take a internal audit first before you start because that was me. So my whole thing is I feel you because that was me. Yeah, I told y'all earlier when I went live, I'm getting them permanent wrinkles because my forehead stayed like what? I stayed on go all the time. I stayed ready because I always knew it was some BS. But I never took an internal audit at what I was pushing that kind of energy out because I didn't trust nobody. I was going through all the stuff that was already in my head, not even given the opportunity a chance. So it's like I was shooting myself in the foot. So now when I hear these stories, I'm like, nah, let's unpack that. Where's that coming from? Right? Like, who told you that? Who told you, because it ain't true, that nobody's going to pay X amount of dollars for this particular service? Stop believing that. And furthermore, stop telling yourself that, because that's where it's coming from. At the end of the day, ultimately, I'm still working on it, y'all. Y'all know it take a minute to kill a bad habit. Ultimately, it comes from within. I know I ain't all the way delivered, right? I'm still battling with some stuff, some of my beliefs, but hey, I just keep on doing the work. I keep working on me and inside out, and I'm loving the results that I'm seeing. So that's why I get on here and I share it with y'all. Because I'm like, if he saved me, ain't no way in hell that y'all can't have the same results or better, right? At the end of or ultimately, or better. I'm trying to tell you. Wait a minute. Kim, you always saying something. Wait a minute. Talk about the next video survey and your feet. So no, I can't talk about that right now because that's really only for you guys. That's for the membership people. Tell me what you see because Stevie Wonder can see what we are doing. No. So at the Toya. Wait a minute, that was Deirdre. So it's really not about what you're doing. I'm trying to tell you guys, a lot of people don't know where the bottleneck is happening in their business. They don't know what's going wrong and why you got bargain basement Betty banging at your door. She's not banging at mine. I mean, a lot of people I've taught can drink better than me, right? They really can't, because I'm the best. But I'm just saying, it's really not about what you're doing or what you're producing. It's so bigger than that. What are you saying? It got a lot to do with language. It got a lot to do with your perception. It got a lot to do with how people see you present your business. A lot of people get frustrated. I can't get into that. That's another lie, because I already go there with that one. But guys, I'm trying to tell you, at the end of the day, it starts with taking an internal audit. And not just of your business, of you. What are you saying? How are you positioning yourself? It's one day you are business hardy, and then the next day it's like, we doing whatever we doing in our real life. It's a disconnection. It makes it hard for the buyer or potential buyer to take you serious. So some people don't understand how to separate life, business, and then some people also don't know what to say to attract the right people to their business. This is one of the first things I cover in my draping class, and I never did this, right? But I realized how important it was and how the things that you were saying automatically counted you out as a professional. Automatically counted you out. No professional that's trying to charge over $1,000 for a backdrop going to talk and say that they are curtains or going to talk about poles. Like it's not going to happen it can happen, but then it's going to be hard to get taken seriously, right? When you really want to show up as a professional and you want to be taken seriously and you don't want nobody to sit there and haggle your prices, position yourself as the professional you want to be taken as. Period. Y'all know I cuts up. The girl acts a little wild, right? Not wild. I don't act wild, but I'm loud. I am real. That's me. But it took a long time for that to come out. Reason being, that is not the brand I wanted my business to be built upon. I definitely built my brand on professionalism first. You always saw me with a ponytail. You always saw me branded with the Posh Academy in a uniform. If I could go to work for all these other businesses I went to work for and wear their uniform for 8 to 10 hours a day, why can't I wear mine? I don't need to wear Sheen and Louis, or I don't need to wear them. Why? No, I need people to look at me and be like, oh, who you work for? And it feels good when I'm like, this is me, baby, all day. I would not go nowhere because I was in that branding myself. I wanted, no matter where I went, I wanted to be recognized as a business, right? So it took a while, but it happened. And then no matter where I went, it's like, no matter where I go, somebody will recognize me, right? I don't even have to wear it. That's the thing. That's why I always tell you guys, brand yourself till they no longer have to ask who you are. I don't even have to wear my shirt or anything. And I don't. Now you guys see, I just wear random stuff. and they'll just instantly recognize who I am. And I'd be like, yeah, it's little old me. And Kayla just be sitting there because people would be like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah, it's just, a little loud lady on YouTube. But that's the part that I mean about building up a reputation that people will buy into, right? That's the thing. Wait a minute, what you say? Hold on, I gotta be reading these comments. Outgoing to get going. I don't know what that means, Deirdre. You got to help me out with that one. Hey, Stephanie, I haven't seen you in a while, girl. Event Planner LLC. Tamika, hey girl, hey Tanya. Y'all are all over the place tonight. Oh, you gotta help me out with this one. Jacintara. Okay. Thanks for joining. All right, so guys, tonight I want to get y'all know when I get going because I'm a talk. I get that from my daddy. I get that because he was a talker. I get that from my daddy. But tonight, really, I wanted to talk to you guys about navigating the ups and downs of the industry. And I'm gonna ask you guys some questions, like what some things that you have seen, because I mean the industry itself changes, right? It is always something trending, and I think I haven't been as amazed as I am now with since a short amount of, because y'all know before the Posh Academy or Posh Designs, I was not in this industry at all. I was in a whole nother life. I come from corrections. I come from mental health. Like I had nothing to do with this industry at all. I popped on the scene and like, here I am, world, here I am. So for me to be in it for this short amount of time, I've seen so many different things happen. I've seen so many different things that was in style, that it went out of style. And I'm like, hold on, I just bought that. Like y'all done. I'm like, I just bought that. Y'all finished with it already. So it really taught me to notice the trends, really only kind of buy into the ones that I felt that would kind of hold during the duration. So I'm gonna ask you guys some questions, and I want y'all to kind of tell me in the comments. Stephanie say, and look at you now, baby. I'm trying to tell you, it was a journey. You just said it. Get going. Yeah. Oh, I got it. Hey, train. Gotta get going. I'm trying to tell you. I can't stay still. I can't, because life doesn't stay still. I was looking at something the other day and I didn't research it deep enough because he had me intrigued, baby, about the world. Even though we're sitting, to us, it looked like we're sitting still. Everything is moving all the time. And I'm like, dang, that's deep. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm great to go to some next level stuff with this law of the universe and attraction. And I was like, oh, I like that. Hold on. And I can honestly tell you guys, though, things have been just working, and this has been a constant. It's just been working in my favor for, I don't know, probably a year and a half now. I mean, like, no matter what, I can't, anytime I leave the house, and I hardly ever leave the house, it's always some kind of divine connection I meet. It could be it could be in the gas station, it could be at the store I'm going to, no, it could be at the bank. It's just crazy. So I'm gonna get into this because I want you guys to really, when you have those pitfalls, right? Because I already know what they look like, I already know what they feel like, and I already know what they lead to making you want to do. Because I wanted to go back to work a couple times. I'm just glad I didn't, because I'm unemployable. What are you doing? Kenny, stop, girl. You know how much that food costs? I can't work for nobody these days. I can't. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. So main thing is, I want you guys to tell me, for one, I want to thank those of you that's on the broadcast, even if you're new. If you are new, I want you to tell me where you are viewing from and tell me your name. Like, it was like maybe 3 or 4 young ladies just since last week that, just me telling, like saying, what's your name? Tell me who you are. Now they feel like I know them, like know them, right? I don't know. So that, for me, that part is important, because sometimes I see you guys' business names and I can't connect the dots, right? But as soon as I know your name and I can pair it with your business name, it's like it's a record now, and it's like in my head. So if you are new, tell me definitely, no matter. Come on with it, Tamika. We gotta keep moving forward, baby. No matter where you are viewing from, just tell me who you are, where you calling from, or not calling, where you viewing from, where you viewing from. But I want you guys to tell me, especially since COVID, because I think for me now, like I told you, I only been in this game. Some of y'all been in it for a long time, so I'm quite sure y'all saw a whole lot more than me. But COVID, I've seen drastic changes, right? And since I've only been in COVID happened in 2020. I've only really been in it since I've been in it since 2016, but I've quit my job like in it full time since 2018. So I really only experienced that 2 years, right? And then it was like, you know, the Armageddon happened. So I want to know, especially you guys have been in the game a long time, what are some of the trends or the challenges that you've seen other than, things shutting down? What are some things that you've seen that was like kind of surprised you a little bit? I want you, hey, Aura Queen. Some of the things that shocked me was, and it's so funny because it caused me to change one of my trainings, right? Because one of my trainings, if we are in this thing to attract a higher buyer, most higher buyers would not be in certain stores, or they wouldn't be, at certain venues. And that was my training because that was my experience. Like, now, anytime I did an event at the Post, they ain't have a lot of money. They wanted all the things. And I'm like, no, I ain't gonna be able to do it. Right? I ain't gonna be able to do it. But then, man, when COVID hit, it was so funny because, like, clearly all of the bigger venues, they're going to follow the guidelines. They're going to shut down. They're going to do everything that they're supposed to do. However, you would see these elaborate, you would have never thought it was a VFW Post, or you would have never thought it was a garage. I'm like, you really just spent $10,000 on a garage party? But they were doing it because at the end of the day, they still had the income, right? They still had the money. And we're going to party. I don't know about y'all, but we're going to party. We're going to find the smallest opportunity to party and celebrate, because we just celebratory people. That's what we did. So I was like, okay, that's how it is. You did a garage party? Oh, girl, come on with it. Wait a minute, was that a dream? I think that was a dream. Oh my God, I just had an epiphany. Because then you just put up here egg prices. Oh my God, I just had an epiphany. Y'all tell me if it was a dream, because I haven't gotten gas in probably like a week. It just came back to me. And I think I had this dream last night. Is gas $7? I know y'all probably like, this girl is crazy. But I swear to God, like when she said that about the eggs, it came back to me. I just had this dream, or it was real. And the gas was $7 and some change a gallon. Now, was I dreaming? Y'all gotta tell me. Event Planner LLC. Tell me, you gotta tell me your name, boo. Christine. Oh, that's Christina. So, Alicia, don't laugh. Was I dreaming? Oh, the drive-bys. Yes. So that definitely was different too. Wait a minute. Before I go any further, was I dreaming? Is gas $7 a gallon? Because I swear I saw it, and I remember driving up, and I saw it like on the side, and I was like, $7. And I backed up, and I saw it on the thing, and it said $7. And I said, oh, heck no. And I busted a UE, and I got out of there. $5 is okay. I get it. Aura. 5, okay, but I must was dreaming, y'all. All right, let me go. Let me carry on. I must was dreaming, because it was $7 and some change. I swear to God. I'm trying to tell you. So if it just happens to be $7 and some change very soon, I'm trying to tell y'all, the girl is gifted. The girl is gifted. I had that dream last night. But I want to get to these tips for you guys. And these are things that I've done in the industry. These are things that I've done in my business that really help kind of pull me through when I ain't had the answers, and I was at that thing like, all right, you know what? Y'all think I be playing when I say I had those moments when I just slammed everything off my desk. I did. And then maybe like 2-3 hours later, I'm going to pick it up and like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I had a moment. But yeah, it was like, I'm done with all of this. Oh my God. Like, I'm done with all of this. But for you guys to navigate the ups and downs, right? It's a couple of strategies, like I said, that I've done that has really worked for me. and I'm going to just share them with you guys. Number one, and if Deborah, I don't know if Deborah's here. $350 in DC. I gotta come back home, baby. Woo! $17 in New York, you can have it. That's why I don't come to New York. I don't come to New York for nothing. For y'all like y'all. That's too fast. Y'all be living too fast for me. I walked down the street one time, and before I blinked, it was like $300 gone. Because they were like, I got this, I got this, I got this. I was like, hold on, okay. And I was like, before I got to the end of the block, I said, what just happened? I swear to God, I can't remember how long ago that was, but no, I was like, no, I'm done. I ain't going back to New York. All right, guys. So number one, this has definitely worked for me, was building your diverse portfolio. Number one, with building your diverse portfolio, one thing about this, and one thing I'm glad I've done, because I do have a tendency to kind of be all over the place, but for me, I know the power in diversification. I am not the type to put all of my bags and all of my eggs in a basket. Although if I have a lot of irons in the fire, that doesn't mean I'm actively working on all of them. Like last year, I opened maybe 3 other businesses last year. I wasn't actively working on none of them, but they all were tied to something I was passionate about. So I know I don't have this thing that I'm in now. I don't see me with a house in Fiji doing the same exact thing 15 years from now. I don't. I see me doing multiple faceted things that I'm passionate about. So when I say build your diverse portfolio, get acclimated with different stuff. Some of you guys, it's kind of like a thin line here, because some of you guys just do too daggone much. Some of y'all doing the table skates, y'all doing the balloons, y'all doing the draping, y'all doing everything. Y'all don't want to partner with nobody. You don't want to hire nobody. You're doing everything. I ain't talking about that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about having a diverse portfolio so that you can just really display your wide range of skills and expertise, because this is going to help build upon your UVP. My UVP, well, I don't care who's teaching draping. Why am I special? Because not only can I teach it, I can sell you all a product. I can teach you how to price it. I can teach you how to market it, and I can teach you how to make a business out of it. That's a diverse portfolio. I'm not just a draping instructor, right? I'm a draping influencer. They call me the draping queen. So I got into it just as, not to mention I can also design it. So I got into it just designing, right? I saw another need. Then I saw another need. And I saw another need. And I saw another need. So I diversified my portfolio, which is why you'll go in the group and you'll see several people say, well, go to Precious. It has nothing really to do about I have the product. It's about I built a trusted brand. It's like you could come to me when it comes to draping. I don't care what the issue is. I have a solution for you, right? So with you guys, build your portfolio, diversify your portfolio, right? But don't take that as do all the things. Absolutely not. If you are, let me see who I have on here. Let me see if I could know exactly what you do. Thank you, Tanya. I appreciate y'all. I don't know. Yeah, y'all can keep the $9 gas. Trina say I'm going to Facebook. Trina, where you at? She say I'm here by myself. You probably on my newer channel. All right, so you guys, tell me if you got that. The thing is, you want to diversify your portfolio. You want to be able to offer and increase the value you can offer by not just, I just do draping, or, I just do balloons. Even though if that's your primary thing, because my primary thing when I was in draping or like designing, that was all I would promote, because that is what I wanted to be known for. That doesn't mean I didn't do balloons. I didn't add on balloons. That doesn't mean I didn't do a treat table. That doesn't mean I didn't do other things, right? Or full decor. But I only wanted to be known for draping, backdrops. That's it. But if I, have a potential client or whatever the case may be, and whatever that situation is, I am going to add more value because my portfolio say I could do all these things. Now, well, if I want to do them or not, it's totally up to me. But I'm very well skilled in this thing called event design, if that makes sense. Oh, Trine said you in Facebook? What page, Trine? Because normally my Facebook page kind of been popping lately. Number 10, because I'm not going to keep you guys long. I'm going to let it roll. Number 2, then this is a, hey, oh, she's talking to you maybe. Number 2, guys, this is a biggie. And a lot of us, I'm going to tell you, a lot of us say it and we don't do it. I'm just going to leave that one right there. But number 2, guys, is build strong relationships. A lot of us talk the talk and don't walk the walk. We always say we want this accountability partner. We want this. At the end of, ultimately, what I would like for you to start thinking about and start doing is practicing being what you want. If I want a good accountability partner, let me be accountability partner to someone else, right? It's like start showing up as the thing you want. If I want to be a good spot, if I want a good man, let me be a good woman. If I don't know how, let me learn. At the end of the day, right? You have to build strong relationships. And it's not just in the facet of build strong relationships with people you want something from. That's how a lot of people go into situations. What can I get? What can I get out of this? Oh, what you got for me? Baby, you walked on the wrong door because I'm like, what you got for me? Because I already know what I'm holding, right? I already know what I'm holding. So you got to come to my door with something that you holding because it's not going to make sense. So when I talk about building strong relationships, I'm not talking about just your colleagues, right? Although that would be nice, right? You want to build a good network of colleagues. And that's hard, especially in this industry. I ain't going to lie, y'all. That is hard. But moving on, you also want to build good rapport and good relationships with your clients, with your customers. Guys, I tell y'all probably every day that I'm so thankful of my tribe. I'm so thankful of the people I'm connected to that some of us became family. Because that is the one thing that keeps me going because it helps me realize my purpose. My purpose is always to serve. My purpose is never to provide a solution and then bam, I'm gone. The people I work with, we work together for a long time, right? And it kind of pushes me. All right, Precious, they had that threshold. What you got for them now? I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta go. Let me go strengthen this area. Hold up, let me figure out something because I know where I'm going. And I don't want to be up there alone. I want to be with the people that I've been working with for a long time, right? And they see my journey. I see their journey. So we got some stuff to talk about. Like, girl, do you remember what happened in 2023? Like, I don't know how I got through that when I was like, I don't know, evil boo. Trying to tell you. But you want to build those relationships with your clients, mainly with your clients. Customers is like, normally a customer will buy from you and that's kind of it. They bought it, they got their product, whatever, boom, it's over. But your clients, for me, we work together for a long time. Anytime I drop something, it's always a client that comes and they're the first people that buy. Meaning they've been with me, they probably bought several of my products, right? So it's like they already trust the brand. And that's what I mean by definitely developing that rapport with you guys. And sometimes it could be hard. Trust and believe, I know. But when you got to always go back to, for one, why do you even have a business? And if your reason is to make money, baby, go lay back down, try it again. Lay back down, try it again. Because the days that you ain't making money, what's going to keep you going? I'm trying to tell you. And the days that everything is going hooray, like what's going to keep you going? I don't have businesses to just make money. My businesses generate money because they are aimed to serve people. They provide solutions that people need, right? And I always come from the human component. AI can't touch this over here. I always come from the human component, and I'm always serving from a place of place of honestly love. Like people I work with I've been working with some people since I started. I'm trying to tell you. And they've been on this journey with me and they trust the process and they trust that I have something that they need. And that is, I can't tell you guys how profound that is. So that is something you definitely, wait a minute, let me make sure I ain't missing nothing over here. That is something you definitely want to be sure that you're doing. Keep your clients keep them front of mind. Guys, I had some, it's so funny how things work. I had some stuff. Like I'm going into where I'm at right now with quarter 2 and then going into quarter 3, and I'm really buckling down like on my content, because that's where my tribe come from. They found me on YouTube. They found me here. They found me there. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I ain't got to run all the way around the map and do all this and do all that. Hoop de how I don't. And that's why I won't. Not for 2023, I ain't. But what I'm going to do and what my focus is serving those people more. So I had this whole like, not necessarily a campaign, but I had everything that I was going to talk about. That's what Kim was talking about. I had everything that I was going to talk about for May, because people in my YouTube membership, I have a couple different levels. They get exclusive live streams. And it's not really like this. It's more or less, it's more intimate. It's like they ask questions and they get hardcore, whatever they need. Here, I got it. This is where you go. This is what you need. Here, this is my nurture community where I'm nurturing you guys and just helping you in areas where I feel like you need help. But I already kind of had what I wanted to talk about. And I had this one young lady named Sandra. She slid in my DMs, was like, I had went live earlier and they asked me something on there. Then she slid in my DMs and she asked me a question there. And I'm like, well, no, that wasn't on my schedule. But I'm like, however, if you really feel like this is helpful, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, I would really like to hear about that. And I was like, okay. So I went last minute, changed my whole thing around. But then I also went to my community and they started answering right away. I'm like, hey, these are my topics. Which one resonate with you guys the most? So it's that kind of stuff. Like if you just stay true to the people that support you, don't be in your head, because they probably don't want that. And I set up here, if y'all see my blog, I set up here, created all this content. I think it was Sunday. I can't remember. Now I got to redo it, which is fine, because what I created, I'm still going to say, because I need it. But when she gave me that information, I put it to my community and they were very interested in that topic. And I'm well versed on that topic because I've done it. So I'm like, okay, I like this. All right. Main point that I'm making right now is when you make the connection with your people, a lot of people scared to go live or like, I don't know what to say. Talk to the people. They're going to tell you exactly what they want. Half the times, guys, I come in here, I have my whole script. Yo, guys, I'll be working on, y'all think I'm playing? This ain't no AI right here. I'll be working on my content. Right? And I'll be sitting there writing it all out. And then y'all come and I'm like, all right, well, you know what? I ain't got to do all that. Let me just ask the people what they want, because you guys are the ones you're at that level that you're having this struggle. And I'm like, all right, well, I know how to get past that. I've dealt with that too. So definitely, guys, second thing is build strong relationships with your colleagues, but not just them. You also want to build it with your clients. And if you can, your customers. But lastly is your vendors. Guys, I'm trying to tell you, your vendors, if you get some good vendors, or depending on your business model, like they will really help your business grow so much faster. The partnerships that I made, and it wasn't last year, maybe the year before that, I can't remember, but it was a few years back, right? The partnerships I made for when I was doing it was a very new thing, because in this industry, in the draper industry, it really wasn't happening like that. It wasn't. So, I had to bang on some doors like, look, this is what I'm trying to do. And they was like, get out of here. I'm trying to tell you. And then things start opening up, right? But when things started opening up, their platforms helped me grow like super fast. So vendors, like you guys really want to start connecting with vendors, because your power is your power, right? But when you start dealing with the masses, their power a little bigger, baby. It's a little bigger, right? Their reputations are bigger. Their reach is more broader, right? So definitely, if you can, my phone is going off. If you can, build those relationships, because it's definitely going to help you get further faster. And then number 3, let me put my thing up on the screen. I like this. Put my little banners up on the screen. This is a biggie, guys. This is a biggie. Definitely being able to adapt the change. Now, this was something I had to learn, and I ain't really like it. I ain't gonna lie, because I would back then I was making investments according to things I thought I would need for a long time, and then the trend would be over. It was like, but hold on, I just spent this $2,000. Hold on. Or the trend is starting to trend down. So now you got, or everybody got it. So now you can no longer, like, even, let's just say the throne chairs, right? When I first got my throne chairs, I think I spent like $3,000 for all mine. Because I had the sofa, I had the 2 chairs, and when they came, like at that time, they were still popping, right? I swear, I don't even think it was like, I don't know, I can't really remember, but it was a couple months later because I didn't have them that long, where I just start seeing the price point dropping. Like when I was doing my research, I was like, what? They renting them for what? Like, you got to pick this big old chair up. You got to take it. You got, So it was like things like that. When I was making the investments, it was like it would be in one day and out the next. So you want to be able to adapt to change. And that's why I make videos trying to inform you guys to first invest in things that's going to hold you out in the long run. If we talked about draping, you want to start with your basic stuff first. You need, I can't tell you guys how I be feeling when how I be feeling when I see people still playing with these photography stands. I'm like, guys, no ma'am. And not even that. Sometimes I'll see, like, if I get tagged to a group, I get it, because not everyone is knowledgeable, but people are still advising people to get fixed units and cheap units and stuff that everybody complain about in the groups. And I'm like, if you're gonna really give somebody some advice, do your due diligence, right? Or just don't give the advice. Like, it's nothing worse than just saying, oh, hey, go get this, and you sending somebody the wrong information. Like, no. No, absolutely not. Tanya say you hate throne chairs, baby. I did too. So I like them, but I did not like I don't like labor. I don't like a lot of heavy stuff, and I ain't got time for that. I didn't. No, ma'am. In this phase of my life, I needed to be the easiest method, the easiest way, less labor intensive. I need to keep my fingers free so I can instruct. Put that there, put that there, put that there. Sign a check, and I'm out. That's all my hands do. I'm trying to tell you. So definitely you want to adapt to change, because things are constantly evolving, right? You want to stay up to date. One of the things that is really popular that we do every year, look for the Pantone color of the year. Now, I get it, but someone that's just beginning, like this year's color was, it was hot. It was really hot. But someone that's just beginning, I would not say go and buy all this fabric in that color, right? That would not be a sound decision unless you got expendable cash, right? So it's really about noticing what you want to do in a long haul, how you can repurpose your stuff, how you can, if let's just say, if a trend change, how you still can implement the things you have. Like right now, draping will be around, right? But balloons is hot right now. But guess what? If you was to invest into your draping equipment, they can hold balloons. I don't know about that photography stand though, not the balloon displays that they be doing. So it's really about making more mindful decisions about things that's going to hold you out in the long haul and adapting to change, because it's going to come, right? That's a part of the highs and lows of the industry. You guys going to make these big old, y'all going to make these big investments, and then before you know it, it's like, that's out of style. Nobody want that. Like when I first got into it, guys, oh my God. Because I was instructed that this is what I needed. I bought all this voile. Oh my God. If y'all know me, y'all know I don't like voile. I don't. I'm like, why y'all tell me about, and I got this instruction from the masses. I'm like, why I can't work with this? I was so mad. So I had like so much of it, because when I go in, guys, I'm going all the way in. I'm going to get everything I need, whatever I need, so that I could do whatever I need to do. So it's like I had all this stuff, and it was just so much of it. It was just so much of it. So that's why I try to look at businesses from a standpoint of you just getting started, right? I'm not going to sit here and tell you, all right, go buy a $3,000 kit worth of supplies. You're just getting started. It's going to be hard for you to reap that investment back immediately. But I will tell you, go get a heavy duty backdrop stand because that's going to be with you through the duration of your business. I will tell you, invest in some maintenance free fabrics because you may not have the techniques down pat right now, and you still need to implement an amazing display. So it's really just about making wise decisions. Stephanie said, yes, that's going last. Sign the check. Sign the check. Good thing we are accountable to each other to be able to adjust. Yes, I love it. Yes. So number 4, guys, let me change my little card over here. So number 4 is this a biggie. This gonna hurt some people. I don't really care because I don't really care. I need to say it. I just need to say it. I need you guys to focus on quality. I don't want you to focus on quantity. At the end of ultimately, quantity don't matter. Focus on quality. If you guys remember, I always talk about serving the inch wide rather than the mile deep. And that's just me thinking of quality. I rather, let's just take my draping class, for example. I'd rather work with 10 students at $2,000 per student. It's only 10. It's a real small, intimate class, real small. Then dealing with 20 students at $500. For one, it's going to be a chaotic class. And when you're dealing with a different type of client. So now it's like, I ain't gonna be able to do it. So my things are priced accordingly because I am serving a premium client. The things I do are premium. My teachings are premium. Why? Because I do hella research. And I give everything I have. The more I learn, the more I dump. That's why none of my classes are hardly ever the same because I'm always learning. I'm like, oh, I can put that in. Oh, I can put that in. Oh, I can put that in, right? It's about always learning and evolving. So focus on quality. Same thing when it comes to your equipment. Same thing when it comes to your decor items, whatever it is, because quality, for one, is going to last through your duration. It's funny because I'm in my little throwaway season, right? And I had stumbled upon, it was like a cake stand or something today. I don't even know where I found that thing from. I really don't. But I was like, what would make me buy this? Because that doesn't seem like something I would buy. It was just very poorly made, poor craftsmanship. It was just poor. And I never used it, right? So maybe because I didn't want that representing what I do. But I don't even know what made me buy it. I don't know. But definitely you want to focus on quality no matter what the circumstances are. I know some people will be like, well, this is the situation. I just got to do this until I get ahead. I get it. But I'm trying to tell you guys, if you know me, if you are familiar with how I roll, baby, I will be in here eating oodles and noodles before I sit here and let somebody drive me nuts. I'm not gonna be able to do it because I've done that. I've been in that space. I've been at people call you all. Now somebody call me a certain time, they already know from the way I answer the phone, like, is you crazy? This is the boundaries, baby. Like, you gotta set boundaries and you have to protect your space. But when you're focusing on quality, they don't do that because they already know. They don't do that. Right? So you definitely, no matter what happens, you want to maintain a high level of quality in your work because that is what's going to attract high quality potential clientele, right? This is going to help you also build a solid reputation. And you're going to have all kinds of things going to happen, right? In the industry. But at the end, ultimately, my reputation has a name on its own. And that's because I was true to who I am and true to who I wanted to serve. I never deviated from the plan. And the times that I may have done, like this year, because I was testing some things out for my nonprofit. So this year I had all my classes like nearly half off, nearly. Because I was like, I really want to do this. But I also saw the things I'm not used to dealing with. It was a lot happening that I didn't deal with last year, right? Because we was all inclusive. We was the 1897 crew, right? $1,800 all day long. So it's really about do not deviate from what you're doing because it's going to be who the law of attraction is real. So if you want quality to come to you, produce it. because that's what they want. That the quality not gonna come to you and you still running around with a photography stand, or you still running around with backdrops that have like 10 panels on it. That's like, oh, that's cute. Nah, if you're looking for the wow factor, then provide the wow factor, right? Because they're gonna come, they're gonna see it, and they're gonna pay for it because that's what they want, and they don't have a problem paying for it. That those type of people really do exist. I don't know why people think they don't, but they do, y'all. They really do. Wait a minute, let me see what I missed over here. That magenta Tanya. I'm sure it was hot. It was hot. Wait a minute. Stephanie said, I just told a lady this the other day. I don't care about the number. I'd rather give quality. I'm trying to tell you, even especially in my beginners class, I kind of teach them different because you're going to lose in the beginning. You're going to lose. Like if you go into it like, yeah, I want all my money now. Girl, bye. Sit down, because it ain't going to happen. You're still going to leave my class, right? You're still going to attract bargain basement Betty. Reason being because that's what you've always been doing. But you got to strategize. How are you going to now position your business outside of this client? Now you got to now the real work starts. People think they just going to leave class and like, oh yeah, they put $1,000 on the invoice, like, yeah, pay me. Who told y'all that? I never told y'all that. I never told y'all that. That ain't how it work, baby. That ain't how it work. You got to give a little to get a little. So now you still got to work up that, you still got to work up that price point because you've been known the entire time to only produce this kind of work. So those people still going to call you. They still going to get on your calendar. They still going to do that because that was what you were known for. Now you got to do the work to now change and rebrand and build your reputation for premium. Ain't gonna happen overnight. So when I was transitioning to premium, if I had to be, if I had somebody with let's just say a $500 budget, I would give them $800 work or $900 work. Why? Because the photos are gonna go on my page, and once I start building those kind of photos and them, them drabby looking photos with poor lighting and basic designs start going down my feed, like really, really, because I ain't erased none of my work, y'all. But when it start going down far enough where people really don't see it no more, they just see this. Now I'm working to attract a different kind of clientele. I never, took any kind of trainings and went home and was like, yeah, run me my money. That attitude developed over time. Because I surely got that attitude now because I put too much money into my business. I put too much time. I put too much hard work. I put too much into it for you to come over here like this all I got. This is the wrong door. I think you knocked on the wrong door. So yes, guys, focus on quality at all times. And then the last time, y'all, I've been in this little era for the past few months now. The last thing, guys, is let me put my little fan up here. Hold on. Prioritize your self-care. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I was not one to do this because I was in a business that was working the heck out of me. And I mean, and not the business itself wasn't working the heck out of me. I was working the heck out of me because I was doing everything backwards. I was trying to save money. I was trying to not hire this person. I was trying to do everything myself, which kept me up all hours of the night. I was doing everything, right? And then I was mad at everybody because I was doing everything and I was tired. And I was like, it ain't supposed to be like this. I'm like, it ain't supposed to be like this. So I will go through long periods of no self-care, right? And my form of self-care back then was I would like travel every month, even if it was a weekend or what. That was what I called self-care. But guys, it really wasn't because I was so addicted to work. I would be on vacation working. And I'm like, But then I still go back frustrated, right? Because I feel like, well, dang, I ain't really rest. I ain't really do nothing. But you don't realize it when you're in the thing because you just know it's hard to kind of turn off because that's your baby, right? That's your kitty. So it's like you have to now, guys, I think between last year, because I did do my self-care last year, but not as much as I should have. I think all that has pent up to this long period I took this time. I have been really practicing self-care since September. Since I've been home, other than a few classes that I did do, and that was really just a little test because it's something else we're working on, like I said, for my nonprofit. But I haven't really been actively working. For one, I didn't have to. And for two, I just was so burnt out. Guys, I be doing all the things now. I'm trying to tell you, like, I be doing all the things. So definitely, I feel as if I'm like, just like, you want to know what? This is all about me right now. But if I build my schedule, and I know now I have to tie this in more than just a month, because I was supposed to took off the whole month of December and went to I was gonna go some island for a whole month. But y'all, I forgot I had a 14-year-old daughter. That was that COVID. COVID had them on homeschool. So, by the time they went back to school, I just didn't even think about that. I'm thinking she'd be on homeschool, boom, boom, boom. So, needless to say, I didn't get a chance to do that. So now I'm like, well, I still got to do it. So maybe I'm gonna do it in August because she won't be in school. But you gotta take care of yourself, guys, because the industry is crazy. And you guys that do full decor, like some of you guys are still doing it with no help. I just give you guys kudos because I know what that's like. I had a couple memories come up. It was so funny because I would have an event, and my team was my kids in the beginning, and my team was my family, and I was just like, it just was so funny because we all in there, and they doing the tie cover, I forgot what they call it, tie chair covers, chair backs, whatever they call it. And they putting all the tables on, then I got to go around because it ain't right, like quite right. I said, I ain't no way in you can pay me to do that again. I ain't got the patience for it. I don't. So kudos to you guys that do that. I'm just gonna tell you that. Often you have to get absolutely. That's what I was just telling you, Alicia. You do. That's me. No help. Even when they know how they get paid. Stephanie, baby, people don't want work. People do not want work. And I blame that on COVID. I'm trying to tell you, it's so hard to find good help, guys. It really is. People do not want to physically work, right? Because everything is remote. Everything is so many other opportunities out here where people ain't got to. They ain't got to. So I don't know. I don't know about that one. I know normally now, like if I have a if I have like an event, or like when I was having classes and I didn't have like my team, one thing I can say is TaskRabbit. It's a good quick solution, but guys, even them don't want to work. Y'all seen me painting the past couple days because I hired a tasker to get this done, and never. Well, he didn't show up. He called and gave some story or whatever the case may be. People don't want to work. That's my end of the story. So it's hard to really find the team, but when you do, pay them well, because it's really hard. It's really hard. It is. I still love doing full decor, and I use my kids still. Yes. Well, unfortunately, I can't use Kayla now. Kayla be getting her checks. Kayla ain't got time for the Posh Academy now. Kayla's all independent. She go to school, she come home, do her little room or whatever, then she out. I'm like, okay. Alicia, right? We was talking about that. You're back not allowing you to do all the things, and I know better. Like but hey, we had to do it. We had to do it. I only use 3 to 4 reliable people. Girl, you got reliable people, keep them. I'm trying to tell you, it's so hard. Now, another good way, and I've seen a couple people post about this, another good way to find good help is people that want to learn, right? People that's in the industry that want to learn, like they're just getting in. But the only thing you kind of run into is like, how knowledgeable are they? If you have to really kind of stand over them to instruct them how to do it, then they're not really helping. You're instructing them, you're teaching them, right? So it's kind of like, it's kind of one of them things. But definitely, guys, by employing the 5 different strategies that I shared with you guys tonight, you definitely will be able to navigate the ups and downs of the industry. You could build yourself a successful business. No matter what, you are going to go through the ups and the downs. It comes with the territory, right? But the more you arm yourself and the more you have those things in your pocket, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. But still, we'll do it if yes. Lisa, I know you'll get down and dirty with it. I seen you in action, babe. She'll get down there and get it done. So main thing is, if the industry is full of ups and downs, right? Navigating definitely requires resilience. It's going to require flexibility, because you got to stay on point. You, especially in this game, you just gotta be prepared, because you just don't know what the heck is going to happen. That's why I believe we are freaking superwoman and superman, because we be saving the day for like all kinds of stuff happening, and we be really saving the day and help allowing people to really just enjoy their event, and they don't be knowing half the stuff that go on behind the scenes. And honestly, they're not supposed to know. That's our job. Well, not mine no more, but those that's providing the event design, that is your job. They're not supposed to know. They're not supposed to feel the tension. They're not supposed to do any of that. That's why you guys are super freaking people. Now, the main thing is, you guys may have heard me talking about generating an additional stream of income, generating that sleep money, because that's what I love. That's the only way I'm able to sit around and take 7 months off work but still generate money in my business. That's the only way I'm able to do these simple household projects and just really enjoy life, while everybody else going to work and they go to school and they really, living like that way. So that thing is, you guys may have heard me launching my money model to monetization in June. I'm super excited about it, because for a while, if you guys that know me, I've always had I'm not gonna lie. I've always been a natural born leader. I've always been a natural born teacher. That's always been my knack. But coaching came from you guys. You guys kind of pushed me into that. But I got in the industry and I ain't really like it. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't really like it. And I also didn't like what I was seeing going on with other coaches. And I just no longer really believed in the model. So I stopped coaching. And I still don't coach, but I look at my life and I look at how I got to where I am. And it really definitely isn't draping, right? I didn't drape my way to $1 million. That's not the story I can tell you. That's not the story I can sell you. I can't. I like that. Hold on. Y'all know I always come with a banger. That's not the story I can tell you. That's not the story I can sell you. Hold on. That's going to be my catch in the mall. Hold on. I like it. Somebody got to send that to me. Y'all sent me the last one from my last broadcast. But I really got to this place by diversifying my income and honestly just using my natural talents and my natural gifts. Things that I paid for training for, things I've been to college for, all that other specialized training is not what got me here. The thing that got me here is just using my mouth and the things I naturally can do great, which is simplify, implement, teach, instruct. And I created that into digital products, right? That generates passive income. Meaning if I'm asleep, somebody want a course or a program that I have, they go on my website and they buy it. This year, I'm not doing any more draping masterclass. So I already told y'all that I'm not this year. I'm not saying I'm done, but I'm not doing it for 2023 because I have rolled out it's a 6-month program for the money model to monetization program, starts in June. So if that sounds like something that you like, oh, I could use some passive income. I got a bright idea that I know I could turn into a course. And some people kind of think too much into it. They think a digital product or a course or a program, you got to be like professor going to Harvard. Baby, I ain't gone none of that. I haven't. And I have several courses. I can't tell y'all how many I got. I got at least maybe 30, maybe. I don't know. And all of mine is not even on my website. I kind of plug and play. I bring them out when I want to, because that's how powerful it is with digital products, right? You could be the best person at making macaroni and cheese. I know. Well, I can make macaroni and cheese, so I ain't gonna say that. You could have the best recipe. You can have that smack your mama bread pudding, right? For somebody that don't know how to do it, guess what? They gonna go and get that product. They gonna go and get that course. Now I get it. Y'all might be like, well, this is on TikTok, baby. I'm trying to tell you, a lot of stuff that I do is on TikTok. They do little snippets. Some people take my class and go and try and reteach my techniques, right? But their viewers come right back to me. because they already know where it came from. They come right back to me and say, I need the tutorial you got on this. I'm like, and I'll send them like, well, this is how you do it. They like, it's not detailed enough. It's not. It's not. So if you're looking to build your first digital product, or you're trying to enhance the one you have because it's not quite structured properly, I just need you guys to get on this calendar. I only have calls on Tuesdays, right? Tuesdays, I'm pretty much on the phone with people that's trying to build out their products and see who qualify for this program. If that sounds like you, this is a free call. All we're going to do is talk about your idea. And I'm like, oh, I can work with that. Or you want to know what? I don't know about that one. That is the link. All you got to do is sign up, get on the calendar. It's totally free. I only do these calls on Tuesdays. So if you go ahead and schedule yours, you'll be talking to me next Tuesday. Any questions, guys? Wait a minute. What? Tanya, that's good. That's good. 3 to 4 members to help. I'm trying to tell you what to do. Wait a minute, what you say, Mari? Hold on. Wait a minute. Mari, who are you talking about? Mari say, well, they talk so much and telling you what to do. Yes, they are. My client, but many clients are still stuck there. I'm trying to upgrade them, but they still don't want to pay. Trying to tell you what to do. Mari, I need to know who you're talking about. Kim, tell folks I don't have them. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, y'all have your whole conversation. Cause I don't know what y'all talked about. She like, I forgot to call you yesterday. All right, I'm out of that conversation. Okay, but see, I love my tribe because y'all built friendships, y'all built partnerships, y'all be talking to each other. I'm like, okay, hey girl. But guys, for tonight, it looked like it'll tell me who joined tonight. Anybody that joined the YouTube membership for tonight will be sent my memoir. Now, the good thing about this memoir, guys, is it's just not a memoir. Many of you guys already got it though, but this is actually a workbook. So through each of my chapters, as I'm very transparent in how I got to where I'm at, right? Very transparent, told all the stories, right? Y'all called them, they called them, what they call them? Seat edges or cliffhangers, something y'all call them. It's a workbook. So it's really helping you work out the things that's holding you back from getting to my next chapter, which would be your next chapter, but your next chapter will look like you need it to look. And it's just really is a good starting point to just getting over some hurdles in which I had to do the work. Otherwise, I wouldn't be where I'm at today because I was mad at a lot of people. I ain't gonna lie. I was. So those that joined the YouTube membership for tonight, while I'm on this live, you will be sent my book, autographed book. I will sign it like I always do. And I'll see you guys in May. Now, the good thing about, like I told you guys, and that's what, did I bring it down here? I don't even think I bring it down here, but that's what Kim was talking about. So beginning in May for level 3, a lot of the topics, I was given a lot of these topics from the tribe. So a lot of these topics, not only will I still be doing this Poshcast, but this is just giving tips, right? But in the YouTube membership, I'm actually giving strategy. I'm actually giving solutions on exactly what to do. And I do that on Tuesdays, every Tuesday in May. Now, one Tuesday I will skip. I'm just not sure if it's the 22nd or the 29th because that is Gemini season. That's your girl birthday week. So I don't know which week I'll be traveling. But other than that, everything else will be scheduled out. And if you see a topic and you want to join because it's different from this. Like I said, this is just giving tips. That is a little more intimate. We have conversations over there, right? We're asking questions and I'm giving you the actual solution on exactly what to do to overcome these topics that you guys were talking about. Other thing is, that's it, the discovery call and the YouTube membership. So that's going to actually bring an end to this episode. I want to thank everyone for joining me. I hope you got some value, guys, out this video. I don't know, though. The only way I will know is if y'all drop me a like or drop me a heart over here on YouTube. I thank you, TikTok. I thank you. What do you do when your drapes are wrinkled? Be you unique events. Good question. So, baby, My drapes don't get wrinkled. Reason being is now I only use wrinkle-free drapes. If I do have some that can possibly get wrinkled, I fold them the right way. I'll fold them and I'll store them the right way so that they don't get wrinkled. But let's just say for that they happen to get wrinkled. Because sometimes when I'm leaving a draping class, the ladies don't fold like they supposed to. So I end up coming home with wrinkled fabric. So I normally would mist them and put them in a dryer. Or my dryer has a steam setting. So I'll just throw them in there on the steam setting. And it take about, I don't know, maybe about 6 minutes. And it's completely, all the wrinkles are gone. So you can use, if your dryer has a steam setting, definitely use that setting. If it doesn't, you can spritz it with water, put it in a dryer, or you don't have to spritz it at all. You can put it in a dryer with wet towels. The wet towels it'll like kind of beat the wrinkles out of it, if that makes sense. Or if you old school like me, I actually have the yarn balls. I actually made myself out of yarn. I throw them in because that helps get the wrinkles out too. That should help. I don't iron and steam. I don't. You can if that's needed, but I ain't doing all that. These hands are for signing checks and instructing. I ain't doing all that no more. I did it. Oh yeah, so they just say a couple ice cubes. So yeah, anything that's like water bound, the water is the steam product. Is like the steam setting that helps get the wrinkles out. So ice cubes is good. Good one, Deirdre. Who didn't click the thumbs up button? Ask him again, Keisha. The newbies who want to help and learn. Oh, Murray, that's who you was talking about. Oh, I got you. All right, guys, I gotta go. So as always, I hope you received some value from tonight's broadcast. If so, you can thank me by just hitting the like button. And you ain't gotta hit it, really don't matter because it's going to be a paid video anyway. So it's not like anything's not going to get done. But as always, I want to thank you for listening to the weekly Poshcast with your girl, Precious Stevens of the Posh Academy. I want you to be sure to come back next week because all next week we'll be talking about the money, right? How to get more of it. A lot of us have opportunities to make money in our business in other ways and simple ways. And we kind of just, we're not privy to it. We don't know. We don't do it. We don't believe in it, whatever the reason is. And we're just pretty much leaving that money on the table. One of the young ladies, like one of those broadcasts is the topic actually came from, again, Sandra. And her topic was, she has this equipment. How does she turn that into like a rental business? She want to rent it out. And I'm like, oh, man, girl, that's easy. So I went on here and created that whole broadcast. I believe, if I'm saying it right, it's supposed to air the 16th of May. But again, like I said, it's every Tuesday in May. So guys, if you are a part of the tribe and you have a topic you would like me to discuss, or you would like some training on, or you would like some kind of strategy on, just let me know. Just definitely maybe put it in the group. Or you can just put it below this video because we do check the videos every day for like the comments and stuff. So just let me know and I'll make sure I get it on the schedule. Until then, guess what, guys? This is your girl. Why that name look familiar? That name, wedding event. That look really familiar. I don't know. See you, Toya. Why does name look so familiar? Elaborate. Y'all gotta tell me who this is. Cause that name look like, and that's one of my members. This seems like somebody I talk to all the time. Elaborate wedding and event planner. Tell me your name. I can't see the face. Good night, Deirdre. Good night, TikTok. Join me next week for, I forgot the topic, but all month long we've been talking about how to find extra money in your business. So bye, guys. Same over here. IG, thanks for joining it. Christine, I was like, that name looks so familiar. I gotcha. Okay. Thank you, IG. Thanks for joining in. Join me next Wednesday. We're going to be talking about for the entire month how to find extra money in your business. And I know you could use some because guess what? I could too. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye. All right, guys, I gotta go. I knew that name looked familiar. Okay, Christina, good night, guys. I love you, love you, love you. I hope to see you guys next Wednesday. Until then, This is Precious Stevens reminding you to stay positive. Bye, guys.